Hello, Trev here. We're just back at University Park's parkrun in Oxford, and this is a vlog about Parkwalk. So they've done a Parkwalk relaunch today on the 22nd of March 2025 to encourage more walkers to all of the parkruns around the UK. It's surprising that many people still don't know that you can walk at a parkrun, but yeah, so this event is meant to encourage that. So here I am just coming into the park. There's a new little path, if you've not seen it, just as you go in the side gate. I did experiment again with my action cam. I was kind of putting it in various different places and it's a little bit wobbly. I have tried stabilisation, but I have to say it's a little bit more wobbly than I would like, so I'm still working that out. If you've got any tips on that sort of side of it, then please do let me know, but hopefully the video is still enjoyable. So walkers, we had about 16 walkers in all today at this event, and there was 574 finishers and 45 volunteers. So this is just at the start.
Morning.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. Would you like to grab it, please?
Yep, I can, thank you.
If you're doing your first ever parkrun, if you're here touristing, or if you just haven't been here in a long time, Anthony, over by the welcome flag, is about to give his first timers briefing. Everyone be very nice. Anthony's doing his first time ever doing the first timers briefing, so be nice to him. I give him a big round of applause.
So there are the group of park walkers. So I met a few lovely people and had nice chats around. Sue and Tracy, who I was chatting to from Didcot Parkrun.
Special shout out to park walkers today. This week we are park walking and we're relaunching park walking. So if you want to walk, then you are more than welcome. Park run is for everyone, and all our park walkers will be in blue tabards today. And if this is something you're interested in doing in the future, please do sign up. It's really enjoyable. It's nice to have a chit chat, and it's much easier than running. So if you want to relax over, you go for it. So please do contact anyone in Alanya if you would like to get involved next week. This is a 2-lap anti-clockwise course. Please run on the right and overtake on the left, and be mindful of other park users.
Morning, Trev. Morning.
Okay, so I think I've only walked a couple of parkruns in my many parkruns that I've been to and run and volunteered. So yeah, it was a nice experience. Very chatty, very different to running. And yeah, like we heard in the runner's brief, walking can be a bit more sociable than running. Although one of the things I've talked about in my last vlog about park walking is obviously if you're unfit or coming back from injury, or 5k can still seem like a long way. So here's Sue and Tracy from Didcot, and yeah, who's been
Good luck, everyone.
my walking buddies for the event. And we've got a sign.
Oh, that's a good sign. Yeah, maybe I will carry it. I'm gonna carry it round. Yeah, why not? I'm trying to document park walking a little bit. Have you done it before? The park walking? Yeah, many times, or have you done it university parks or other? Okay. Yes, but I won't use the audio. Do you mind being on video, or? I'll probably speed it up, to be fair, because it'll be like an hour video. So it's more just like, but I want to document Yes, go for an hour. So you know, yeah, it'll be like four times.
So I'll let you hear some of the little
Walking.
kind of snippets of conversation we've had along
no.
along the
Yes.
walk,
Yeah.
and yeah, like I say, it was a very different experience, particularly when we got sort of to about halfway and all of the runners came kind of whizzing past us. That was a very different experience. So at this point, at the beginning, we're obviously right at the back. Everyone's sort of whizzed ahead, and you know, there's just a few of us, a few latecomers, kind of joining the event. But yeah, so walking is still a long way. Jeez. So if you're walking, you're still covering the distance. So for a lot of people, that's still is still a long way. So like I say, it's a little bit shaky. So I've sped it up, but it hasn't sort of quite worked as smoothly as I would like. So hopefully that's not too. So we had some good chats about experiences of walking at parkrun, and yeah, in the other vlog I've kind of highlighted some tips for people that are walking at parkrun and sort of just things to look out for, and they vary quite a lot. I mean, the idea from HQ is that everyone is included and welcomed at all parkruns, but and that is the aim, and some people have had some slightly, you know, not very great experiences at certain parkruns, but in terms of, there's a lot of parkruns that have not very many walkers, and you know, if you look at which parkruns are around near you, some of them might be better suited or, you know, better attended for walkers.
But I mean, there's loads of people around who could walk. It's a lovely route. It's very flat. It's got a nice wide path all the way. So.
But the idea of this event is obviously to make all of the parkruns have more walker presence, and it's a bit of a kind of chicken and egg sort of situation, because if there are more walkers, then naturally they include them better. So at this point, yeah, we've got the people lapping us, kind of whizzing past, and it wasn't so bad with the first front runners, but it does get a little bit congested. So in my vlog on park walking the other day, I sort of mentioned Whitney was a really good parkrun, which I think it still is, but there's a couple of places,
well done,
for example, where the path's really narrow. So I was talking to my two new walking friends, and they were saying, well, there's a few bits where, you know, if you're not careful, then the faster runners do sort of whiz past you and maybe put you off a bit and maybe brush into you a bit, or possibly at worst sort of push you a little bit. And I know that we've had some problems at parkrun with members of the public a bit. So faster runners can be a bit problematic because they can kind of think it's all about them, and it's really not. It's about including as many people of the community we can, and the walkers are a very important part of that inclusion. So in Didcot they were saying there are quite a lot of sort of mums come with buggies and walk together and have a bit of a social group.
Well done,
So
guys.
here we've got a guy breaking the rules. I thought I'd just highlight that. He probably doesn't know, but you shouldn't have a dog on a bungee lead like that.
Oh yeah, handheld lead with the dog. Is that our job to tell them
That's
off?
been a rule for quite a while, but yeah, basically you can't really control the dog, and he didn't quite take us out, but you can see if it's 3 people abreast and you've got a dog on a lead sort of kind of running to the side, you can't really control that, so it's a safety thing. Yeah.
Did you find the first aid kit? Great, good stuff.
So I think we all had a very pleasant walk around the course. It took us just over an hour. Like I say, there was about 16 or so walkers in total, and most of us were like a park walker or a tail walker. But yeah, there were a few that are over an hour. I finished in an hour and 3 minutes, and the tail walkers like an hour and 4 minutes. So
Park walk. Tell your friends to walk with us.
So yeah, there's been some conversation and online about, you know, people that finish over the hour. You know, like if you were to finish in sort of 75 minutes, for example, an hour and a quarter, or even an hour and a half. They were saying they had one guy who's in his 90s who was doing parkrun, sort of, you know, must have been pretty fit, but really to carry on right into his 90s. But he did one at sort of an hour and a half, so 90 minutes at Didcot, and then has sort of stopped and just does like half the course now. And the reason for him stopping, they said, was he felt that he was sort of holding people up a little bit. And it's a common thing that people do feel that, but I guess this is hopefully showing that, you know, the walkers, certainly around an hour. Well, I mean, we were walking sort of moderate pace, I would say. You know, you'll have people around you right the way through, right the way kind of supporting you. And if you are a bit slower, there are just a few things to be wary of. But yeah, hopefully Parkrun aims to include you at whatever finished time you say, which is a little bit of a ambitious or misleading inclusion sort of benchmark, because, you know, obviously if you took 2 hours, you know, people aren't necessarily going to be that happy because they've got to wait another hour. So this is one of the things that I think sort of needs to be addressed. Mostly people who walk are worried that they're holding people up, and I guess this is just saying that you're really not, and you're very welcome to come along, and you won't be alone. All parkruns have a tail walker, and what they're encouraging is more park walkers to sort of bump out that sort of people at the back sort of chatting and walking, and you know, you won't be on your own. So you can see in places the path's fairly narrow, but nowhere near as narrow as some of the other parkruns. And yeah, if you are a runner and you're jogging past the tail walkers, do say hi to them, do congratulate each other, and give each other lots of space. One of the things that I would say is that when I'm normally jogging or running parkrun, I don't really have chats. I don't really I chat before and after it, but I don't really have nice conversations. So it was really nice to have a kind of a longer chat to someone, and it was a very different experience.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Stephen. Walk with us another week. Bring your friends to walk. Bring your friends to walk. It's not just about the fast ones. I think that's how you get more walkers, if everyone brought someone they know.
It does take a lot longer, obviously, if you're walking, but I would encourage, a friend of mine suggested that all runners really should have a go at park walking, just to get that experience of what it's like to be a walker. And, it would be a great thing if lots more people did walk, just to see what it was like, and, support the walker amount. And I think now's a good time to do that as well, because we've just had our relaunch event. So in following weeks, if you want to just walk one, that would be really great. So, if everyone in the university parks, the 574 finishers, if all of them walked just once, then you've got, a couple of walkers every week for a whole year, So it would be really good if people did that. You don't have to do it often, but that will really change what parkrun looks like for all of us if there are more walkers. Okay, so we're just coming up to the second lap. I won't give a commentary in the second lap, but I hope you enjoy the video. Obviously, at the point where the cut-off is, we're now not being lapped by anyone, so we have a bit more space. But you can see other people on the course. They're people that have already finished, or just general park users. It can be a little bit tricky to tell who is in the parkrun at this point. So, when you're in the kind of pack of people, everyone's going the same way, but now it's more like we're just going for a walk in a park. So yeah, that is something to be aware of as well. And apparently Parkrun are champions sort of these 2 lap or more kind of courses, and I think it's easier when there's 2 laps than big out and backs, and that's one thing to look at if you're planning to walk a parkrun. Don't necessarily go for one that's just 1 lap and you'll be out in the middle of nowhere for ages. We could do one that's got multiple laps, so you're not too far from the start finish at any point. Expecting many walkers, or see what happens? still got all the park walkers, so I guess they're all walking. And try and document some of it. I haven't worked out how to clip. Okay, we're just coming along the River Cherwell at the end. It's a beautiful park, University Park. So do have a visit if you're ever passing Oxford, sort of in the centre. Very nice park. So thank you to all the volunteers who make University Park's parkrun possible each week. And yeah, as I say, do please volunteer to be a park walker at some point at any parkrun event. They would always love to have you. And you do get a credit for completing the event. So you do go through the finish funnel as well. So it's one of the few tasks where you get a volunteer credit and a credit for sort of completing the event as well. So it's a really nice way to spend a morning, and you are, supporting all of the people that are kind of walking the park runs, and getting back into fitness, or sort of maintaining fitness, or they have health issues, or they have various different sort of reasons that people are walking. Maybe they're getting a little bit older in age, and people have amazing stories as to why they're doing park runs, and you can walk the park run. And please do tell your friends about walking at parkrun and walk with them. By all means. If you're a regular parkrun participant, then come along with a friend that wants to walk, and show them what it's about.
They'll find their own tower. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Cheers. Did you get lost, Nate? No. All good? Thank you. All right. Thanks. Me first. Thank you. Oh, that.
Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do check out the other videos and click subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.